Well, collectors, here we are at the Great Mac Show here. It's the 17th of September, 2021. And this is the first time that the show has been in York, Pennsylvania. It's a very nice fairgrounds that they have here, and it looks like a pretty good attendance so far. It's only Friday, but there's a lot of people in there, a lot of collectors, and everybody's smiling, and it's great to see some of the old people that we never saw at the other shows because it was too far for them to go. So this is a lot closer for some of the East Coast people, although it's a lot further for people in the Midwest, but I think it's going to be a good thing. We hope so. We're set up, and business has been pretty good so far, so travel with us and we'll talk to some people and we'll have a good time. Well, we were trying to get into the hall, and I'll tell you, I think I do more business outside than I do inside with this cigar smoking. But
love it.
What do you got here, sir?
We've got an Imperial cigarette
Let me see
case.
the outside here first. It's got some engraving in here too,
Yep.
doesn't it? Yeah. Well, it's
Guard
very
Star.
heavy. Guard Star, yeah.
Silver marked, and when you open it,
Oh yeah, look at this. Wow. Wow. What is that, Christmas 1914?
1914,
Yeah. And it was given by 4 people, it looks like. Dusseldorf. I like the way the star is riveted in there. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. It's hallmarked over here, is
Yes.
it? My eyes aren't as good as they
little
used to be.
amethyst piece on there. And
Yeah, that's very pretty, and it looks like it was used, and yeah, that's very nice. I like that. Well, we're still outside here. Can't seem to get into the show, and I'm doing more business outside than inside. But this is my friend Harry Erie. We know each other about a year now, something like that.
About a year and a half.
And Harry's got an interesting SS armband here with a bring back certificate. And note how it's got a woven field on it, something that you don't.
There's a name for that, and I can't remember what it is.
Yeah.
Duffet or something.
The
like that.
Bevo.
Bevo, that's it.
Bevo is the
Bevo.
name.
Yep.
But this looks like a fairly early example
it has
to me.
It has the tag inside.
What's the tag look like? Let's see what that is too. Yeah, there we go. That's a nice SS tag.
Very good. Sorry, I want to see the tag.
No, it's okay.
See the armband.
Ever see one like that?
Very
Looks
rare.
rare.
Very rare.
I've seen one before.
Very early. I got it.
It was so long ago, I thought it was fake.
I got it from I got 2 things from about 96 years
This is Bob Curfews over here sticking his nose into my business. You know how that is.
I wanted to see the tag.
Yeah, I know.
He's waiting for you to say no or back
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
We know what's going on.
Yeah. And does the bring back say, and yeah, it says an
There's an
armband.
armband on there.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
that.
we can talk about that then.
Okay, I like that. Harry's got something else here.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you about it.
What is this? A turn is like a wrestling or fighting,
Right,
isn't it?
It's a Hitler Youth Athletic Award, silver, second place, stamped.
Yeah,
And,
I see the stamp
and
there,
and
and
just the red and the white designates the Hitler Youth.
dated 38.
Yep.
That's kind of a neat document. It's
neat
not
document.
something you're going to see all the time.
Yeah, it's kind of art of, what do you call it, like a potpourri, as you
Yeah,
call
it's a
it.
potpourri, yeah. But a lot of guys, let's say you got a couple of Hitler Youth knives or something, and you could put that with it and make a really nice display, you know?
This is the one with the armband. This is the
old tradition thing like in the early 30s.
this is the
And then
this
after
one
that,
here is
then
really
started
really
issuing
nice.
just the regular stamp.
Looks like an officer's buckle here, guys.
Yeah, I think there's only
Yeah,
like
SS offers buckle 100% correct, guaranteed for life. I know right where I got it.
hold on a whole
Look on the inside.
Well, the obverse looks really good. Yeah, they're all aluminum.
They're all aluminum. 1940.
And they're usually
well, not all of them, but I mean 1940. And then if you look at
Yeah.
everything too, the RZM on the other side that people don't know about. You know how the Z has a line going through it? When the aluminum in 1940. They didn't put that line through there. It's just a
Yeah, it looks like it's marked properly.
Oh, that's a beauty.
And a two-piece construction, that's
Two-piece,
what you want
yeah,
to see.
That's what I
yeah.
meant to say, two-piece, not aluminum.
Yeah, that looks pretty good, Harry.
Yeah, no, it's a good one. I know it is. I would,
Yeah.
if that's something you're interested in, you know,
I'd be
I
interested.
guarantee for life on that. That place you and I buy stuff.
Well, we thought you'd like to see a pan of the show. I think they have about 1,000 tables here, something like that. It's a pretty good size hall. All Militaria, all the collectors you ever wanted to meet, they're all here. And the people you don't want to meet are here too, yeah. So it looks pretty good. Hey, look at this. Hey, let me talk to this guy. Come here, Mr. Ministrini. Hey, collectors, you guys, you know this guy. Larry Ministrini. How are you doing, Larry?
Tom, it's great to be here at the Mac Show. You're the founder of this show, you and Colonel Johnson,
Yes,
and I just enjoy being here. I'm from Wichita, Kansas, so it's a long trek for me, but I've never missed a Mac Show. Been to every one since St. Louis.
That is true. I will vouch for that. He's annoyed me for the whole 35 years.
And I love it. I love him to pieces.
Larry is probably one of the biggest supporters of this hobby that you'll ever know. He just loves it. And he's always loved it. And he's just such a nice man, too.
And Tom, I want to thank you for all that you've done, all the contributions and the great books. And
I just did it because it's fun.
that's
And
really
I'm
great.
still having fun.
Yeah.
It's really good to see you.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you for coming again.
Thank you, sir. Love you.
Thank you. All right, collectors, we just got into the hall here, and who do we run into? You guys probably know the Majerski brothers, Dennis and Terry. And as you may know, they've been helping Colonel Johnson for
Since the first Mac Show.
35 years, I guess. Two of the most dependable and nicest men that you'll ever meet, and I can vouch for that because I've known them the whole damn time. Right?
Pretty much true, Tom. Yeah, me too.
We're all, of course, we're still trying to get over the Colonel's passing, and it's you know, it's sad for us, you know, to come here and got all the Johnson tables, and where's Johnson? You know,
we miss him.
We really miss him, and nobody will ever replace him, and we loved him, didn't we?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
He was
Absolutely.
Nice
Great
man.
guy.
He was
Very
a
nice. Very
wonderful guy,
generous. Very nice.
and he loved you guys too. He just, and I think he was pretty generous too.
Yes, he
wasn't
was
He
very
took care of us all the time. Yeah, very good.
Well, we hope you all have a good show. How many tables you got here?
10, equivalent of 10 older tables, the 6-foot tables.
Yeah.
10, now they're 8, so we have a lot
that's
few.
Try to get used to the new venue like everybody else.
yeah. But you got enough room to put everything
Yes.
down.
Oh yeah, plenty of room.
And also, I want to mention too that the new chief at JRB is John Davis. His name is, and I'll try to introduce you, the audience, to John too, because he's a very nice man, and as far as I know, he's going to take over. He is taking over the business, and he wants to continue with it. And I think just the name alone will do enough for him.
For a long time to
Hope
come.
so,
You betcha.
yeah. And he's always asking me whether this is good or that's good, so I'm trying to help him.
Good.
Yeah, he needs help.
Yeah. You know what? We tried to do a little memorial for Lieutenant Colonel Johnson, and we have, of course, his picture in his uniform. We have a book for people that would like to write some memories they had of Tom, and this is the flag that was used at Tom's funeral. And then we also have a couple of pictures of the funeral at Arlington. And it's hard to believe that he's gone, but at least we have these memories. And I love this picture because for the 40 years that I knew Tom Johnson, he never really gave you a great big smile. He just would give you one of these little smirks, and he loved that. That's the way he was. The only time you really saw him smile when he would be falling on the floor laughing over one of his own jokes. And if you guys that know him, you know he did that. Just a great, great man. Well, I'm walking down the aisle and what the hell is all this stuff? What the hell is this guy? What are you up to, Billy?
Hey, how are you, Tom?
I'm good. I'm glad to see you. Yeah. You got some crazy stuff here.
Yes, crazy
Is
it
that
is.
my buddy Prince Charles?
That's a bust of Prince Charles. It's one of 25, and
Is
it's
that
made
so?
by Wedgwood.
Really?
Yep, it's a,
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
it's all porcelain, yeah.
It's porcelain, but it's heroic size.
Yeah.
And here on the back, it says one of 25.
Wow.
So only 25 of these were made in the world. And
Boy,
it was
that's-
for Lady Diana and Prince Charles' wedding, 1981.
Oh, I see. Wow,
Good
isn't that's a neat thing.
Nice.
yeah.
It can be yours.
Oh, I know. Wow, that's kind of something. And
Here,
what's
I can talk to the Kaiser here if you want. It's a
is he on the phone now?
Yes, he's on the phone.
Willie, how are you?
Good.
What is this crazy thing up here, Billy?
Oh, this thing is amazing. Everything I have is amazing.
You're amazing.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
This is from Ghana. It's from a tribe called the Dohemi tribe. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Every time there's a new king, they behead someone and do a human sacrifice.
Oh my
and here
God.
is the thing,
And this is the lucky guy, huh?
right? And it's carved out of one piece of wood. It's
Is that so?
Yeah. So
Wow.
that's it's a good piece.
Wow. So whenever there was a new king, somebody gets beheaded to celebrate.
Exactly.
Wow. Well, I'm sure there was some guy in the
It's
group
nice.
that was hoping there wouldn't be a new king.
And there it is, the whole write-up on it.
Oh, Dahomey, yeah. I remember that place. I used to collect stamps when I was a boy, and I had
Oh,
stamps
so
from
there
there.
you go, Ghana,
Yeah.
right? It's
Yep.
near Ghana.
Yeah.
So,
Dahomey.
oh, and here, look at this. This is cool. Look at the skull necklace he's got. See the skull necklace? See the skull
Ah,
right
I see. Yeah. Wow.
there? Isn't that cool?
Well, that's probably the most gruesome thing I've seen at the show so far, and it figures you'd have it too, Billy. That's pretty cool. Thank you very
Yes.
much.
Good seeing you, Tom.
Good to see you. We appreciate it.
Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
sir. That's not Militaria, guys, but it's still pretty cool. I love the painting I bought from you, too.
Oh, yeah, that's a good
I
thing.
love that painting. It's great. Well, we'll see you again.
All right. Bye, Tom.
Well, it's usual with our custom here at any show. We kind of give you a walkthrough of what we have on display. I guess that's kind of greedy, but I think you like to see some nice daggers and stuff. So I'll show you right at the end here. This is an absolute flat-out mint condition original Panzer rack, and it has the skull tabs. But what you'll notice is that everything is piped in orange. So this was a reconnaissance unit, which is extremely rare. The outfit has loops for 2 medals. It's got the nice NCO breast eagle there. Just a remarkable condition, this thing. Just absolutely beautiful. The shoulder boards, that's an Unteroffizier, you know, like a high sergeant. So a great thing. And then below it, we got a couple of neat hunting kind of horns. You know, the Germans in the medieval times used to drink out of these things, but then they made them into presentation items, and this has got a dedication on it, and an old horn with the leather on it, and this has got 2 dedications on it. It comes from about 1900, I think. No, sorry, 1896, but it's pretty cool. And then we'll walk down here and you can see some other stuff. We have a champagne bucket from Hermann Goering's personal train. So you can be sure that Hermann used that a lot. And I'm sure only the very best was put into that can. This is an interesting little teapot that comes from the early days of the Nazi Party when they were still called the DNASP. Kind of cool. And we showed you this before, this Hermann Goering tobacco box given to him by Heinel, the airplane maker. And some nice things here. This goblet has an old World War I tank on it. And on the back of it, it has a map of the area along with a big dedication. It's pretty cool. And a champagne bucket from the Kaiser himself. And you can see his cipher. You can imagine where that baby's been. And then in the sword case itself, I thought I would display my unissued Eichhorn sword so collectors could see what something looks like that still has the paper on it. And not only has the paper, but it's got the model number, the name of the sword, which was a rune pattern, and the original issue tag. It's really quite rare. We're just at the show, and Mr. Bruce Lingenfelder came up. He's an old friend of Carl Hacker's. Some of you people may remember Carl. He passed a while ago.
He passed away about a month ago.
A month ago, yeah. He was a great collector, a very, very nice man, a real gentleman. And what are you showing me here? This looks like a diplomat dagger.
That's exactly what it is.
Wow, with the original knot too.
Yep.
Yep. See, collectors, with the diplomat, the eagle on the crossguard faces in the opposite direction. And just looking at this, I would assume it's going to be an Alcozo by the looks of the parts on it. But let's see. Wow. Yeah, that really looks like a nice dagger. Yeah, nice blade on it. Just got a little grease on it, you know, that you see. It is an Alcozo. Boy, I'm good. I'm
You
telling
are, aren't
you.
you? How did you know that?
I know that because
Years
I've
of
been
working
looking at these things for so
For
long.
hundreds
That
of years.
Yep.
No.
That's a nice dagger. What are you going to do with it?
Sell it.
Sell it? Oh, such a nice piece. How can you part with it?
I hate to, but I'm been selling off my collection because I'm getting up there. My
What,
wife doesn't want to bother with it.
What kind of number are you thinking on it?
10?
Yeah, there's no money to be made.
What's it go for?
12 maybe on a good day. They used to go for more, but they've come down so much. I would give you 8 for it if you can live with that.
8.5?
8.
All right, 8.
All right.
You got it.
Okay. Check all right.
Yeah, I trust you.
Thank you. So there you go, collectors. That's how you buy a diplomatic dagger. You never know what's going to come in the show, and so there we go.
He got himself into it.
I'm beginning to, though.
Top shelf Scotch drink.
I should have known when she had a martini up, a beauty, and drank the whole thing. So there you go.
I know what their favorite drink is. The next one.
All right, here we go. I promised you a little while ago that we'd try to talk to Mr. John Davis. John, it's really a pleasure to know you. And
good to know you, sir.
John is taking over the Johnson reference book business, which everybody's very pleased about because we, of course, we all wanted to see it go on. And Tom would have liked that.
Absolutely.
Too.
Tom expressed to me before he passed away that his desire was that his business continue. So I'm trying to just...
You're going to do a good job,
Thank
too.
you. Thank you.
You know mostly guns, don't you?
I've been fooling with guns for quite a while, but I've been also going to shows, as you probably recall, with T. To Germany. I've been to Germany 4 or 5 times with him and done that. And so I'm still learning compared to you and him. I'm a neophyte, but look, I'm still learning.
We're here to help you. Anything we can help you on, we're happy to.
Thank you very much. You've already been most helpful.
Well, we really wish you a lot of luck, and we want to see old TJ's place go on too.
Thank you.
He deserved that, and it's great that he has such a good relative, smart guy, very intelligent guy, very, very nice man, and honest as the day is long, I'll guarantee you that. And just because Tom's not here, I'm sure that John will step right in and he's going to take care of it. Isn't that true?
Absolutely. We're going to do our very best to continue. It's his legacy, I think. And
It's
I'd like
his legacy.
to continue.
And you're still guaranteeing everything and so forth, just like it always was. So you have no fear with it. It's a good man and a good place.
In fact, if any of your viewers, and you and I know several stories on T already, but if any of your viewers have a Tom Johnson story, I'm ultimately going to write a book on his life, and I'd love to know the story that you might have.
That's a good way to get things too.
Absolutely.
You'll get overwhelmed maybe with stories.
That'll be fine. Can't guarantee we'll publish all of it, but I'd love to hear them.
Well, I really wish you the best.
Thank you so
You're
much.
a good man, John.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Well, we're here. We stopped over to see Mike Johnson. We know you from a couple years ago. I think we did a video on you, didn't we, Mike? And I always like to see the young people in the hobby. And this guy, he's wheeling and dealing, and he's all at 22 years old. And what are you up to? What do you got that's good, Mike? Anything good?
Everything's good.
Everything
this
good.
year's good. Not much, but the quality of it. I mean, this is more beginner.
Yeah.
If you want something nice.
Yeah.
This,
Look at the condition. It's mint.
yeah, and this has all four.
Oh, that's cool.
That's like $350. It's reasonable, I think.
Well, yeah, I think so, because it is perfect and all. And what's this? Looks like a blood order here. Is that a real one, or?
Oh yeah, 100%. So that's been the cream crop of the whole tables. I've probably taken that out 100 times.
Yeah.
It's a second model with the parade mount, but
Yep.
people have been going absolutely insane over this thing. So look at the strike on that eagle, how nice that is.
Yeah, that's really a beautiful. It's got some wear to it too, which is nice.
And I love the parade mount.
Yeah. Well,
Here,
what the
I'll show you
heck
the
is
back
something like
on
that
that.
worth, Mike?
Being a second model, I've got 13,000 on it, but you know, you can
Yeah.
always come down.
Yeah.
I have a Russian that's seriously interested in it. So
Yeah.
of course that's a consignment piece, and he shot me a really fair offer.
Yeah, but you gotta,
But you know how it is. Every time you need somebody, they don't answer the phone.
I get you. Yep. Yes, sir. Come on now, don't louse us up. We don't need any sword fighters here. You guys
What are you
know,
doing slumming it over near my booth?
We'll come over and slum. We want to see the dirty movies.
Oh, I got a list of them there.
Oh, see that?
I'll show you another thing that's really nice. So check out this Veteran Association standard real quick. Look at this blue.
A veteran of the Garde du Corps.
Yeah, this is the Garde du Corps emblem. So
Yep.
this is a Veteran Association's standard for the district of Lippe, which is a district that I think it's north of the Rhine, if I remember.
Lippe.
Lippe, yeah. So
Lippe.
when I had bought this, it wasn't mentioned in the description or anything, but if you look at the bottom here, you see it's marked
Oh,
C.
that's cool.
Coach Coburg. So I looked this up, and they're the oldest flag manufacturer in Europe, and they're still in business today.
Wow.
They've been around since, I want to say off the top of my head, I don't remember the exact, it's like 1780.
I'll bet you if you sent them a picture
I
of
did,
this,
and they said, yep, that's one of our flags.
And I'll bet they were thrilled to see that it's still around.
And then
huh?
check out this obverse.
Oh, wow. Boy, that's a jazzer, huh?
Yeah, this is the symbol of the district. It's this flower.
Of Lippe? Yeah. Oh, that's quite a standard.
Yeah, it's made in 1928. So it's
I would
Weimar
think,
Republic period.
It would be probably hanging in their meeting room
Yep.
or wherever they
It
had
was hanging in my room.
Yeah, okay, that's good. No, that's a nice thing, Mike.
Yeah, I've got this at 2,500, which I've had a fair offer on it, but
It's in mint condition. I
yeah,
think
the
it's-
colors really pop at you.
Yeah,
You
they
can't
do.
beat that.
Yeah.
That's such a displayable piece.
Yeah. Well, we wish you a lot of luck. I know you're a real hustler. And when we see you in 30 years, you'll be one of these multi-millionaires.
Be like Jason.
You'll be like Jason. There you go. Yeah, we're looking at a display here of some American things, and these A2 jackets caught my eye. For you collectors that may not know, during World War II, a lot of the Army Air Force pilots had these jackets, and then they got their squadron symbols painted on them. This guy is from the 7th Air Force, it looks like. Yeah, and it's really, the condition of it is superb. And then there's some other nice U.S. uniforms here. There's another pilot, sergeant, and then here's another A2 here with the insignia of the group on it, and he's got his name on it too, it looks like. Mr. Wiley, okay. He wanted to be addressed properly. And see the insignia, it kind of looks like a half bat, and I don't know what it is, knife in hand and a gun in the other hand. Just they're cool things and very collectible, and they've gone up in value over the years, and it's a good thing to stash in your closet if you've got a few bucks that you don't need. All right, we're here at my tables, and we're looking at some daggers that this man has been kind enough to bring over, and let's take a look and see what you got here, sir.
Here we go.
Oh, it looks like an SS dagger.
SS dagger, numbered.
Yeah.
And researched.
Yeah. I like the
Boker.
Yeah, it's nice. It's got the district number 1.
Number 1.
Still got some good anodizing on the scabbard and a lot of the lacquer too, and that's nice hanger.
Early.
Very early,
Very
yeah.
early.
Early, yep. Let's see what the blade looks like.
A little tight.
Little tight. Uh-oh. It's been repointed.
And got ground roll.
Yeah.
And ground roll.
Well, collectors, this is a Boker, is it? Yeah.
Boker early.
Yeah. What you'll see a lot of times with Rome daggers, the tip was broken off to disgrace it.
That's right.
And so you'll see them repointed. I can tell they're repointed because for some reason I know the blade isn't long enough. So this is way.
It's numbered.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Look at there. Yep. And this guy's been researched, has he?
There he is.
Okay.
He was commander of the Islands group under Heydrich.
Oh.
Yeah,
pretty interesting guy then.
He got the letter that Heydrich sent to Himmler asking to promote him. He was
And this is this him here?
That's him, Kolchersky.
Kolchersky. Standartenführer.
Commander.
Of Einsatzgruppen. Well, he was not a good boy. He was a bad boy. No, he's a bad boy.
You should see what he did here.
Is that him here?
That's him. We got a bigger picture too.
Yeah.
But the guy, 300,000 people were killed under his.
I don't want to hear about that. Too scary.
Too scary.
Yeah, he looks like he's not a nice man.
They got everything on him.
Yeah.
Promotions.
Oh, that's great. See what you can do, collectors, when you get a numbered dagger that's researchable. It can bring it alive.
Definitely.
Literally, bring it alive. That's really cool. What else we got, sir?
We do have it's an essay presentation. It was given to a high leader in the essay on his birthday. I got all hand engraved, genuine ivory grip, dedication on the blade.
Weighs a ton.
Very heavy.
It looks like it's going to be a hunting related piece,
Hunting
though.
related, but the guy was in the SA. He
Yeah.
was SA.
Beautiful dog cross guards too. I love those dogs. See what it looks like. That's cool. They're really cool. They're really well done.
Amazing.
Yeah. And let's see what the blade looks like.
Dedication on his birthday.
Wow. Oh yeah, this is
Oberscharführer. Adolf Nagel. They got his photograph.
S.A. Adolf Nagel on 65th birthday, so he's 65 years old. S.A. Standard, 232, District 21. Wittingen, I say, yeah. It's dated January 7th, 1942.
Yeah.
Anything on the reverse, too?
Yes,
or?
yes.
Yeah?
Fully engraved.
Oh, beautiful.
Hand engraved.
See, collectors, this is a one-of-a-kind piece, and very, very interesting with the dedication as well as the quality of it.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing.
We got his photograph and some information on the dagger in the file.
Oh, so you researched him too,
a little
then?
bit, not a lot. Hard to find information on SA guys.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. What else you got?
We have a first model SA Marine, extremely rare, presentation grade because it's got the leather scabbard. black grip with black handle and black.
See, now this is, people call them an SA Marine because the grip is black. I was never convinced that they really were Marine. I just think some of the NSKK guys were a little overzealous, but it looks nice, and he went to the expense of having the scabbard recovered. This is short too, I think. Yeah, the tip's been shortened too on here. Yeah, it's a Müller, is it?
Gottlieb.
Gottlieb Müller. Yeah. Yeah, again, it's a Rome, and like I was telling you before, they took the tip off, but that's a very interesting dagger, something you don't see every day.
Yeah.
And certainly the grip color is original. Yeah.
Yeah, that's neat. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. What else we got?
We got the non-daggers now. Here's an SS Honor ring, fully researched.
Yeah.
1937, early. With the 5 for a Knight's Cross recipient.
Yeah, that looks original to me. Not too much wear.
No.
Yeah, that's
for Hummel.
It's hard to see the inside of it on the camera, but I can see it's all. It's got the engravings in it and so forth, and so a ring like this, collectors, is worth a lot of money. Because it's original. Well, we're here with another nice young collector that came up. This is Mo. How are you, Mo?
I'm doing great, Mr. Wittmann. How are you doing?
I'm good. What can we do for you?
Well, I have a couple of items that I acquired in my collection, and I just was looking for you all over the place, and I finally found you at your table.
Here I am.
And I want to show it to you and see if I can get your opinion on its authenticity and maybe a value for it, if you don't mind.
I don't mind, no.
Great.
Be happy to look.
I'll show you. I'll start with like something easy first, right?
Okay.
I believe this is a RLB dagger.
Yep, it's an RLB enlisted man, first pattern. And the grip looks good, and the fittings look okay. It's a shame there's no hanger on it.
I looked everywhere at this place, and you can't find it.
No,
rare.
You'll never find that. The problem is they got broken off because it was a stupid design that they had. And,
it's rarer than a watering hole in hell.
That's rare. We got a maker mark on this or no?
Not on this one, I believe, but it also kind of looks to me that it might have had a chip at one point and somebody tried to file it, because one side of the blade looks a little skinnier than the other.
I don't see that. I think the blade's okay. It's you. I think it's all right. It's not a high quality piece, but it's.
I see a lot of wear on it.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Should it have a screw in that?
Normally, there's a screw in the front. Yeah, the hole's here. The screw's missing. Yeah.
Something else I won't be able to find.
Well, it's just a little headless screw. It's not a big deal. What you could do is you could find an SA screw and cut the head off of it if you're good at stuff like that.
Yeah, I am.
And groove it and put it in there.
Absolutely. And what do you think this would maybe retail?
In the condition it's in now, $700 or $800. That's all.
That sounds fair.
Yeah.
All right. Don't worry, I got some good stuff here for you. What do you?
I'm not worried. Well, here we have no chain, so
no
that's
again very, very rare thing.
Hard to find one. Yeah.
Can't even find it here.
Yeah. The scabbard looks nice. I mean, there's a little ding here, but it's not too bad, and these kind of scuffs will cover right up with a little Meltonian shoe cream.
Okay, some black shoe polish.
It's a navy blue is what it is that you use.
Yeah, you can really see the bluish in the handle.
Yeah, and that would all clean up with that. And let's see what we got here. Another unmarked piece. But it looks all right. Again, it's not a high quality item.
Now, are unstamped pieces, unmarked pieces, more or less desirable?
They're somewhat less desirable, but they still are what they are. It doesn't mean they're not real.
But they're just hard to do a little research on.
Yeah.
So that's why it takes a trained eye like yours.
Okay.
Yeah, I see.
And to find a chain, if you can find one, a chain's going to cost you $250, $300.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So
at that point, this dagger be worth what?
About $8.
after the chain or before the chain?
No, after. It's not that.
It doesn't have a lot of the gilding. It's a lot of
an
wear.
earlier piece would bring more.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And here is one. Now, here's for your other viewers. You could tell them a little bit about it. I already know about this one.
This is no good.
I know. But you can maybe tell some of the viewers.
Well, I'll tell the viewers there's a trash can up there.
yeah, throw it right in.
You can throw that dagger into the trash can.
So it doesn't get passed on to other people. Yeah. Exactly. Because
the first thing, as soon as you see a pommel like that, these were one piece on originals. When you see a pommel like that, it means it's two piece, was never original. The wire looks pretty nice, although it's a little bit off. The scabbard looks pretty nice too, but it's a little squarer than what they normally would be.
Okay.
And the eagle is not the same as it should be. And let's see what this is too low on the blade. It should be up here further. There's no way this is a Carl Eichhorn dagger.
Because they were all RMZ stamped.
Well, they did make Eichhorns, but they normally had aluminum scabbards, and they look different from this.
All right.
Like I said, the trash
can. This I would never resell.
Can they reproduce the Eichhorn stamp on there?
Not legally, but they do.
But people can stamp, but it's extremely hard. But I knew this was a fake. So I bought this. I bought a $12,000 collection, which had hundreds of pieces, like 35 hats and helmets, flags.
There's always going to be something.
There will be a couple of missed pieces, but now I do have one piece that I haven't been able to get anybody's opinion on. It's a cigarette box. Some are rare, so if you would give me your opinion on it.
I don't like this material.
Something started with an M.
It's a Russian type stuff.
I don't know the name, but it's like an M.
Yeah, I know what it is. I can't think of the name either.
Onyx stone in the clasp.
Now this is a hump up. It's not.
Okay.
And this is an insignia that they can get in places, and they just put it onto the
sweat it on, right? They call it the jewelers.
It's probably crazy glued.
So this is again a replica, reproduction, not
trash can up there.
All right, now you know some things are real, some things aren't, and you can spend a lot of money and still get fakes, and you can spend a lot of money and get a lot of real stuff too. I got I mentioned 35 hats and helmets, which are way more authentic, and like about 27 flags, which I'll follow up with you on maybe in an email to get your 2 cents in on. Thank you so much.
Thanks for showing it.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wittmann. You are doing great work on your line. Thank you for keep it up.
Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it.
No, you are, man. Like this is exactly the reason I got involved into this hobby. Let's call it a hobby, right? Tell my wife as a hobby.
Hey, collectors, you never know what's going to show up at one of these shows, and we have this gentleman here. What's your name, sir? Lee. This is Lee, and he's just brought over what from here looks like it might be a Himmler dagger. I don't know. Let's take a look here. Yeah, that's a Himmler dagger, all right. It's got a nice etching to it. Got the right trademark placed where it should be. And let's see the other side. Yeah. See, what I like to see when you see the background in the lettering here in the motto, and see the background in the Himmler inscription. See how it's the same color? That's what you like to see.
Excellent.
And the grip. These are Eichhorn cross guards. You can tell by the shape of them. It's an Eichhorn grip. That's the perfect Eichhorn shape.
Excellent.
And the scabbard itself, it's a Himmler scabbard. It's not been changed. The toning of the fittings is like you see them. It's still got good anodizing. I've seen better anodizing, but it's still not bad. And the hanger. This strap has been replaced.
Okay.
The hanger itself is original. Mm-hmm. It's got the solid nickel fittings, but you can see this buckle was plated. So probably the original strap was rotted away and somebody replaced it.
Oh,
but other than that, it's a very nice dagger. The blade is, it's mint. Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah. So you got yourself a good piece there.
Well, thank you so much for taking your time to show it.
I'm happy to. I like it when the things people show me are real.
Me too.
Because sometimes they ain't.
Yes, sir. Agreed.
So there you go, collectors. There's a real Himmler dagger for you to look at. Everybody likes to see that once in a while. Well, as we always like to do, my old friend Walter Kanzler. I know you guys like to see his stuff. Some of you yell like crazy. Some of you love it. But we're only going to show you neat stuff. And Walter's my buddy. And what do we got here, Walter?
Those are channel pants. These
What
are
are
what
channel
the Wehrmacht bombers wore to bomb England. Because it gets pretty cold up high temperature.
Yeah, I guess so. They didn't have heaters in the plane.
No, that's a pair of channel pants, which...
Boy, there's a lot of work in one of these. All leather.
Oh my God,
and
yeah, and they
lamb's
did the
wool,
job of
whatever.
keeping you warm.
Yeah.
These are a couple rare guns, Colts from Civil War, and a Norwegian Jarman, of which they only made 200 of.
Well, some collectors will know what that is.
Yes, definitely.
And we got something down here.
This is
knife
cool.
with,
This is cool.
this is cool. Let me get that. You collectors, you know, you see a lot of youth knives, earlier ones where they'll have the motto, which this one does. It looks like it also has a steel base on the hilt, beautifully nickel plated, and you see the motto. It has a ricasso, so we know it's probably after 36 or 37, but you'll notice the insignia in the grip. This comes from the Czech youth. Very rare. You don't see it very often. And look at the condition here of everything. Absolutely beautiful.
An Austrian maker, supposedly?
Well, this is what we want to... Not supposedly, it is.
It is,
Beautiful
okay.
scabbard, too. I want to show that first. Beautiful original paint. Look at the condition of the leather. But when we look at this now, you guys, you're gonna see a rare trademark here. It's a couple of hammers, isn't it? Something like that.
Yeah.
This was Zeitner.
Zeitner Wien, yes.
They were.
That's where that Luftwaffe Army Air Force dagger was from. Zeitner.
So it's very, very rare. I've had some Luftwaffe weapons and a couple Army weapons over the years that were made by Zeitner. You don't see them very often, and it makes kind of sense that this was a Czech piece that would be made in Austria. For you guys that don't know, Czech is right across the border from Austria. So this is a very, very interesting piece. Something you won't see, and for guys that are into advanced, for youth kind of stuff, a very, very nice thing. That's good. What else we got, Walter? We don't want to bore anybody.
Yeah, I mean, we've got one other thing I bought. This actually came from the family, and they explained how one of the kids broke it, and
the Quillen
went and cleaned it off, but a real hit-use bayonet.
What a shame that the Quillen's broken.
Yep.
And the washer's missing too. Wow, look at that. Spitze.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, that's an interesting thing. Looks right to me.
Oh, you know. Now, one of the rarest things there is, a bosun pipe, but look what's on it.
Wow, a political eagle.
S.A. Marine.
Yeah, you know, you're right. I think that's what it is.
Of course I'm right.
You're always right, Walter. I've never seen one of these before.
Me neither.
Got the chain on it.
Me neither. With the chain, you know, a bosun pipe they wore.
Oh, I know what they were, yeah. You know, for you guys that are into naval stuff, you know you had a pipe on, the captain and all that stuff, so they used that whistle. Kind of a cool thing.
This stuff everybody's seen before. Yep. Got a nice little iron cross.
Nice iron cross. I can adult today, I know that, Walter.
Yes, that's so true.
I know how you are.
I picked up a good thing.
A Luft chain?
No, it's the
DRGM Mark 1,
yeah.
NPEA.
For the other guys, yeah.
NPEA chain.
Everybody's seen this and this. I bet you they haven't seen this. It's a BDM sweater. The BDM girls wore a skirt, a white shirt, The sweater went over the shirt.
For you guys that may not know, the BDM was the female end of the Hitler Youth.
Still got a few blonde hairs on it.
They were all blondes. Yeah. That's a nice condition. It's all
It's
wool.
perfect.
And,
I just brought this back Sunday.
and you did the BDM wear this green-red combination? That was part of the uniform.
Yeah, this was actually part of their uniform.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, because most of the time you see pictures of them in the summer.
Yeah, that's true. I like the ones in the summer when they're wearing those T-shirts.
This is interesting too. Gal Faltz. It's from the Turnverein. From
I've
a
never
trumpet.
seen that.
Yeah, that's the Turnerbund, which is the
Wrestling
athletics.
or athletics, yeah. Yeah, that's cool. And then what the heck is this with these boxing gloves and a trophy here? What is
Okay. I just brought this back Sunday.
From where?
From Germany, of course. So I went to a show the first show that they had since COVID started.
Yeah.
So this is the Boxing Master, 1937. He was in the Germania SS, and Arlsen was where their caserne was.
Is that the town?
Arlsen is the town where the caserne was, or where the
And then these gloves come
I had the shorts and the tank top, with a black tank top with the runes on it.
And you wash them with your socks and don't have them.
And the boxing gloves are.
See this? They're
marked.
dated 1936 with a maker.
38.
38, you're right, sorry.
VA.
You got your finger over
Verfungensamt, that's the label.
And the manufacturer label.
Yeah.
Are they marked on both gloves?
Of
Oh, yeah.
course.
Wow, that's a
Now, I
pretty
think
rare
these
thing.
are about the rarest thing, SS boxing gloves.
Who ever heard of that? Wow.
But I have the shorts and the tank top if I can. I probably
You'll find
threw it in
them.
with my socks because I did my
I know,
laundry.
I know, that's how it happens.
Here's another dumb thing I just picked up. Army issue bathing trunks.
Yeah.
Of all the dumb things, and I just bought them here. Guy had them, he says he didn't know really what they were.
Yeah.
Huh. Here's the label.
Yeah.
Army property.
It's not the kind of trunks I would wear, Walter. They're a bit revealing. I don't want anybody to see too much.
No comment.
No comment. All right, we're over here at a kind of an interesting display. I know there's some of you people out there that like fascist things. And we met this young fellow. What's your name, sir?
Logan Brown.
Logan Brown. Watch out for him. He's going to be famous someday. What do you got here, Logan? These are some nice, lots of generals, isn't it?
Yes, sir, it is.
Wow.
You want to take a look at that one?
Yeah.
This one is by far my favorite.
Well, I can see why.
Yep.
See, with the fascist generals, they have the white grip. Is this celluloid or ivory? Looks like ivory.
That is an ivory one, yes, sir.
Looks like it, yeah.
Take that out.
Nice
for
to
you.
have the knot too.
That's the
knot's
hardest
as
thing to
rare as a
find.
damn dagger.
Yes, it is. You're right about that.
And look at that. It has a nice brocade belt loop and all with it. How'd you come by that, Logan?
So a friend of mine who lives outside of Rome, he knows I like these daggers. He bought the estate of the general.
Oh, so it came directly from the source then.
Yes, sir, it did. It came from General's family, and they've had it ever since.
Would this be like a 34 model with this kind of scabbard?
1932.
32
Yes, sir.
model. Well, I'm a couple years old.
That's okay.
Now things like this, I think with the hangers, they're 39. Is that correct?
Correct. The leather hanger was introduced in 1939.
And if it has the chain hanger, it's 1937,
Correct.
right?
I'll show you another interesting thing. This is how you would have bought it from the store.
Wow.
That's the original box.
Wow.
And like you said, this is the chain. This is 1937 model.
Yep. Look at that, collectors. Isn't that something with the original box? Boy, the box is like new too.
Took me a while to find that also.
Yeah, I guess so. Wow.
Yep.
So you're just displaying everything, right?
Yes, sir. Just
Yeah.
wanted to share my collection with everyone.
Well, that's nice of you.
Here's a nice engraved one. Has the guy's name on it.
How about that?
Yep. CM stands for Capo Manipolo, which is a second lieutenant. Luigi Cordini of the 23rd Battalion Black Shirts.
Luigi Cordini.
Cordini.
Somehow that sounds Italian.
Yeah, very, very much so. And on the reverse, It has a Latin inscription, which means it's necessary to proceed.
Well, that sounds reasonable in a war.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
You got everything you have is wonderful condition too.
Thank you very much. I tried. Well, I learned from you that if it has a ding in it, 10 years later, it's still going to have that
Still
ding in
going
it,
to be
right?
there. Yeah.
So,
How long have you been doing this, Logan?
this is about 10 years or so.
Really? You don't look that old.
You're right. I'm only 25, but you know,
Wow.
I try.
Well, that's very, very good, and we wish you a lot of luck. And it's great for you to bring something like this where other collectors can see what's out there and
Thank you.
see what quality is. You know, because
Well, these things get a little mundane with only German stuff. You got to add some Italian flair to it, right?
absolutely. Oh, I didn't see this. This is nice
sir.
with the dagger mounted, and how rare is a brocade belt like that?
I wouldn't say they're rare at all. You can find them. I saw one or two at the show today.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. But again, this is the model 1932.
Yeah.
He's got his fez and blue sash. I have him in parade dress now with the gold shoulder boards, but I also have the cloth ones for service dress.
Yeah, I like the sash. I never saw that
Oh, yeah.
before.
Yeah.
That's for dress, is it?
Yes, sir. Yep, parade wear.
Parade dress. And they've got the fasciste on the board
Yeah,
and all
yes,
that.
sir.
Yeah. Very, very nice.
And I know you like busts too.
He looks familiar.
He's a little famous.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is an original bust. So one of the government organizations, whenever they needed to raise money, they would sell these little busts, and you would
Oh, is
buy
that
them.
the
and
deal?
You had this in your home. You were a patriot, you know, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
Better than getting arrested for not having it in your home.
Absolutely.
Well, it's really good to see all this, and I'm sure that our viewers will appreciate it
Absolutely.
too, Logan.
I hope so.
You have an email or anything?
I do.
You might let us just photograph your
Of course.
card.
Of course.
Good, because I'll guarantee you people are going to email you.
Well, they're more than welcome to. I'm not an expert by any means, but I love talking about it.
You're getting there.
I have a lot of help from a lot of good friends.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for sharing.
Absolutely.
everything.
My
We really
pleasure.
appreciate it. Good luck at the show.
Thank you. Take care.
Okay, we're rocking. Well, collectors, we're over here with Jeff Nicholas. Nice guy. Or
Nichols.
Nichols. I know him for 30 years and don't know his name.
Close enough.
How are you, Jeff?
Good, Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
You're showing me a dagger here you have. It's a very interesting dagger. Tell us what it is.
That's a cut down 55 centimeter DLV. Classic with the inlaid swastikas, the stapled fittings, the narrower blade.
Right.
And the bottom fitting is also unique to DLVs, and the numbered clip on the back here.
And you know what other thing is kind of unique to DLVs too? The S brackets that were used to hold the hangers.
Yep, you're correct.
So
Yeah.
I know I am.
Of
I just
course.
don't know your name.
Of course.
The rest of it's all right, but see, collectors, what they did, this blade would probably have been out to about here, and the scabbard too. So they chopped the end off of it and repointed it, and then with the scabbard they did the same thing. You can tell the bottom fitting is a little bit off size from the scabbard because of how they had to mount it. But and the reason they did that was after the first model Luftwaffes came out, these guys were walking around with these huge daggers, and you couldn't even take a leak without it being in the way, you know. So they cut them down. So these enjoy a reputation in themselves. If you have the long one, you want to get a cut down too.
Absolutely.
You know how collectors are.
Yeah.
That's a nice piece.
Over rare,
Yeah.
And it's a Wyersburg, I believe.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Yeah, that ought to be worth $100.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking 50.
Would you take 60? So. Yeah, that's a very, very nice dagger.
Thank
Get
you.
that here?
No, that came from actually France.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really? Oh, that's a nice
The
thing.
guy I deal with over there. I was able to make a deal.
Yeah. Well, thanks a lot.
Great.
It's good
You
to
got
see
it.
you. We wish you well with the show.
Thank you, Tom. You too.
You still working, by the way?
I'm retired now.
Good.
Yeah.
He's a motorcycle cop.
Out a year and loving it.
The only guy I ever knew that drove a motorcycle all his life and never got hurt.
Close.
Close, but we'll see you, Jeff.
Thanks, Tom.
Thank you. Oh, we're walking around a little bit, and we thought we'd show you this because it's kind of interesting. It's kind of hard to show on the camera, but you can see that it has a vintage of World War I. Most likely, the head is all carved wood. Most likely, it would have come out of a veterans organization. But imagine how cool it must have looked mounted on the wall. It's really kind of a neat thing. And then he's got some other nice things next to it. Look at the size of that iron cross. I assume that would have been a funeral piece, but I don't know. But it's pretty cool. This box he has is interesting too.
Take it apart. Wow. You gotta sit on at the workbench. I know. And just settle down.
An interesting box.
When you got time.
Wonderful carving on it.
Yeah, those are shirt scrabble, and that's the.
I wish I could tell you what it is, but I don't know, collectors.
These are the.
Got a 1942 date on it. We finally found out. Wouldn't you know, it's Gerhardt that owns this, and what it was a box that was made for an important child that was born to an SS troop.
It's a chest, not a box.
A chest. I'm sorry. It has the father's name on this side and the mother on this side, dated 1942. What does Leben ist Freude mean?
Life means happiness.
Happiness in life, I guess. Yeah. A lifetime of happiness, maybe. Yeah. So it's really. So this would. Who would have something like this? Do you think?
Oh, that was given to Gruppenführer's children, or something in the hierarchy. Yeah.
And then you would just put mementos from the birth and all in there. And,
the gifts and things like that.
Yeah, it's the first one I've ever seen.
Yeah, I don't see very many because they were fine between. And here it says honor your heritage. And that is the life.
The runic symbol for life. Yeah, it's really interesting stuff.
Yeah, and the interesting thing is, look over here.
Is that the child's name?
No, the guy who made the box.
The carpenter. Wow.
The cabinet maker.
Cabinet maker, yeah.
Yeah, that's in Bavaria, I think. Yeah.
And this is. What does it say? Long life to our comrade or something?
I haven't read it in a long time. Yeah, the guy who got it and he put it, taped it in there, so it didn't get lost,
Yeah.
And
that's neat.
It's
unique.
Yeah.
Figures you would have it, dear heart.
Yeah, I would have.
You're probably the only guy in the world that knows what the hell it is. That's why.
No, not really, but
very nice.
Things like that always intrigue me. The workmanship,
Yeah. It's very nicely done. Well, that's cool.
You want to take a picture of that way?
That would be good. Yeah.
Because there's the nice wounds on there.
Yeah.
And,
what's something like this worth?
About 6, 7.
Something like that. I would think at least that.
Yeah.
For somebody that's really.
Or if you're into Germanic, like Lebensborn and
perfect.
And SS heritage,
That's a great thing. Well, we're looking at another wonderful thing that Gerhardt has here. It's a wooden stag, and it has on the back of it with the sunburst and the Iron Cross. These were the years of the wars, and this particular piece was at Romenton. You collectors may know Romenton was the hunting estate that was owned by the Kaiser, which Goering wanted to get. And according to your son, he had a hard time getting it, but finally, after the Kaiser died in 1941, he went in there and took it. But supposedly, the Crown Prince at that time got a lot of
the family spirited the stuff, most of the stuff away.
Yeah. This is a picture of what Romenton looked like inside, and this particular piece was in the chapel. Is that?
Yeah, in the chapel with you know.
Yeah. It must have
like
looked
the
really
God's
grand
place.
when it was mounted on the wall.
Oh, I had it on my wall. It looked
Yeah,
great.
it looked
you know.
grand there, right?
Yeah, but it's a wonderful piece. But
And you say that you believe that when you see these with green, it was for royalty?
that's what a collector who has a lot of things told me.
He said that, yeah. Well, it may very well be.
He has two of them from the Crown Prince, and they both have the queen on it, you know.
Yeah,
so
well,
things
there
like
must
that.
be some truth to it then.
Possibly.
Well, as always, thank
it sounds
you.
good, anyhow.
Yeah, it sounds good. Yeah. We're looking at a really massive Damascus blade here. It's just absolutely tremendous. Look at the size of the spine on it and everything. It's very, very beautiful. And as you look down, come further down, and it's got the markings that we just love. If you can see that there, it says Echter Damascener M+D. That's the Dinger family, the same people that made the Hermann Goering wedding sword. And you can kind of, the wedding sword has a pattern similar, but not the same. I would call this a band pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it would be. So no hilt, you don't know what the hilt was?
No, it's just bordered that way.
Yeah. That's a beautiful blade though, wow. It's interesting too, there's no fuller on the backside.
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
Yeah, I noticed that, yeah.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
See, there's no fuller on the back side of the blade. I wonder what it was made for. It had to be something very, very special. Wow. Well, we just can't stay away from Gerhardt, and we're looking at an accordion, carved accordion player. What is this, Gerhardt?
Yeah, that's a soldier playing accordion.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
Where does it come from?
It comes from Tyrolia.
Yeah.
Where that was made and dedicated to the Spieß of the 18th, 16th company.
Yeah. That's neat.
It's beautiful sitting on a bench.
Yeah. It is beautiful.
Yeah. Even his eagle here is engraved there, everything.
Yeah. What do you take for that?
I got 1100 on it. Yeah. 9.
Sold.
You get that with it.
Yeah, good. Free is good.
When?
Free is good.
That's not free. It's part of it.
Oh, I thought
that is the Haus der Deutschen Kunst. But it shows the tradition of the German thing, yeah.
And what is this chair?
That chair? I just bought that. It came out of the area of Berchtesgaden. Some family apparently
absconded with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the wolf's head or dog's head.
Dog, yeah.
Yeah. Probably an Alsatian, maybe.
No, it's a German Shepherd.
That's what an Alsatian is. Yeah.
It was given a gift to Hitler, apparently, or to Blondie.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow. Blondie being the dog?
Yeah.
They would make something like this for a dog.
And that, I presume, is the artist who crafted. And it...
private property of...
and has the part of inventory.
Yeah. Beautifully made, isn't it?
Yeah, and a wonderful quality.
Yeah.
And that's typically from the manufacturer, everything 40s, you know. That,
beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's... it's an absolute unique thing. Somebody wanted to make something nice for the Führer and gave him a blondie chair, you know.
I think that's tremendous.
It is. It's absolute unique, that thing.
So you understand this, collectors? A local furniture maker wanted to make something nice for Hitler so that he could have it for his dog. So it was made for Blondie, the famous German Shepherd that Hitler owned, and it's just really amazing.
Yep.
Amazing. It's a hell of a nice gift.
Yep.
I love it.
Yeah.
One set the Africa. This is an Iron Cross base here. It's pretty cool.
The what?
What was the purpose of this?
That was had a big candle on it.
Ah.
And there's the swastika here.
Yeah.
It's all blacksmith.
Yeah.
Old.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Here, that is something interesting from a Zeppelin.
Is it taken from an old propeller?
Yeah, propeller but a big size from a Zeppelin.
Yeah.
And it's a 260 horsepower propeller.
Oh, I
from
see.
either a Zeppelin or one of the giant bombers.
Yeah, it's huge for.
Yeah, it's absolute huge, and it's marked in the front.
Never saw anything like that.
No, and and somebody making it's not a cookie jar, it's not a head box, it's small.
Yeah.
Somebody just made a
whatever.
Yeah. Don't be so hasty.
Another AH box, eh? Never saw anything like this before.
It's not from the state set. It's for something that came private thing.
Yeah.
As you see, the eagle is finer detailed with
yeah.
things.
And what would it have been? Cookies? You're saying?
It's a cookie thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
It's that's why there is no iron here or no metal.
Yeah.
And that is something you put on a round coffee table.
Yeah, right.
You open it to the to
help
usually
yourself.
For two people,
Yeah. Very nice. the final touch. You believe this, collectors? Oh, come on.
It was made from a Third Reich cookie cutter.
Yeah, probably was.
No, it was
that along too.
Wow.
Yeah, it has here's a flag, an iron cross, the cookie cutter, and an eagle.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Boy, I've seen everything.
now you've seen everything, right?
All right, collectors. We've run in here to one of my best customers. What is your name, sir?
Well, I don't usually give that out.
I don't blame you, for good reason, probably.
First name's Craig. That's probably enough.
That's enough.
That's enough to know. Yeah.
Craig's a real good guy. He's been collecting for a long time. He has wonderful taste, and not just German stuff too. He has some really nice cars. He's having an old tractor restored. Is
Indeed,
that true?
1949 Ferguson that's being restored, an XKE that's being restored.
Yeah.
So there's always something on the plate.
Yeah.
But, I always enjoy these shows. This is my fifth one. I loved Monroeville. I just thought the whole setup was great.
It worked well with the hotel across the street and all that.
Yes, exactly. You just walk back and forth.
I, for the life of me, can't understand why they moved it, but I like this too.
This is nice. This is nice too.
Still nice,
but it's been a real honor, obviously, to be your friend. We spent a lot of time together. He's been to my house and spent nights a couple of times, and
yeah, and we do too much drinking together.
We do that. That's why I feel a little logy today. But,
me too.
We always have a good time together.
Yeah.
So it's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
I brought my wife and daughter this year. Samantha's really into it. Come on over, Sammy, just say hi. And this is Samantha.
Samantha,
Hello.
Craig's daughter. Are you collecting, Samantha?
I'm starting to, yes.
I think you have some Ava Braun things, do you not?
I do.
It seems to me that someone in your family made a nice gift of Ava Braun's personal jewelry box made by WAM of Berlin.
Yes, that was Christmas a few years ago. It was quite overwhelming.
It's a nice present.
Yes, for sure.
And the best part about it, it was real.
Well, that's the only way to go, right?
That's the way to go. Listen to your dad. He knows.
And my mentor, of course. It's kind of neat. We're buying some silver stuff. I just purchased from Tom, and this incredible, enduring silver box given to him by Henkel. I think they must have had something to do with a bit of a thank you note there for all the...
I think it was a schmaltz up gift.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
I mean, just imagine all the HE-111s, the big bombers that the Luftwaffe bought. And in those days, I mean, it was millions and millions of dollars, which was really a lot of money in those days. So you can imagine how important their relationship must have been.
Absolutely. I was going to buy that for my wife, but someone bought it yesterday.
That's the way it is. You thought too long.
But something will be a surprise anyway. Did you want to say hello, honey? My wife over there, she's
shy.
Shy as well.
Shy, yeah.
But anyway, it's always good to be with you, Tom. And
Thank you.
I appreciate you taking me out for dinner. And then Robbie, you're a good man. And
I think you paid half the bill.
Well, I did.
We did all
and
right.
I bought the drinks too, so
I'm up on you then.
we'll get even. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get even
Anyway,
over the line.
yeah. Thanks very much, and have a great show.
Thank you. See, we got some great people around these shows. Craig being one of them.
Picture or whatever the hell it was. And it's definitely you.
Oh,
yes, absolutely. Just
Gerhard knew it was for me because he pulled it out from under the table and knew I'd go nuts over it, so he set me right up.
Oh yeah, oh absolutely. It was.
It's the first time I've ever seen one of these real diplomatic eagles. Copies of them, but that's really nice. And this is interesting with the cutout swaz on it. And cool stuff. All right, guys, we're over here with Mr. Bob Demmel from California. Man I've known for a long, long time, and an extremely reliable authority on SS cloth, SS uniforms. So I hear. But he's a nice man, only sells good stuff. And what can you tell us about
Well,
some
first
of
of all,
these
Tom
things, Bob?
Wittmann knows more about daggers than I'll ever know.
Well, that's not true either.
But I try to have a selection of a little bit of everything. And here we have some daggers.
How long have you been at this?
Since I was in high school, and I hate to admit how long ago that was, but let's just say it was around 1970.
That's
so a long time.
That's a long time, yeah.
And except for the interlude of the Army, I've been at it ever since.
Yeah. You're
So,
full-time, you don't have another
I do. I
job?
retired. I retired a couple of years ago from
Good.
engineering, and now I'm doing this full-time. And I planned that many years ago.
Oh, good for you. That's the way.
So we have some daggers, we have medals and badges. We have a couple of very rare, real tropical hats, a real African Corps.
Yeah.
Santa tots, which is a medical.
What kind of money is that, something like that worth? I don't
This is
even know.
$7,000.
Wow, that is
This comes
rare.
from the number one.
That is
the
rare.
number one collector of DAK in the country. Well-known guy. I don't want to mention his name. And an officer's version also, which is more excessive than this, even price-wise.
Wow.
SS insignia here.
See, collectors would, just to go back to this, you know, you would look at that stuff and you'd, you know, it's like, but see if you know exactly what it is. It's just amazing.
I guarantee it for my entire rest of my life, and I'll give you a COA on anything.
Oh, there you go. That's the kind of stuff you want to hear. And you have some cuff titles. Are you pretty good on cuff titles, are you?
Yeah, cuff titles.
Yeah.
Totenkopf collar tabs, which are very early.
Yeah.
And
some nice skull
the notorious cap insignia, which
there's
is
so many
very,
fakes.
Oh
that
my
you just,
God!
Every one you look at anymore seems to be
I think 1 in 100 is real. It's awful. Yeah.
And nice buckles too. And how about this Theodore Eika? That's a rare.
That's actually one of the that's one of the Totenkopf type collar tabs, right? Theodore Eika was a guy who
not collar tabs. Cuff
I'm sorry, cuff titles, exactly.
Yeah, that's what's something like that worth? Just out of curiosity.
A couple thousand.
That's not bad.
And this is one of the very first SS cuff titles right here. Stoßtrupp Adolf Hitler.
Oh yeah, from 1926 or something.
Quite rare. Yeah, that was when he had a bodyguard of 100 guys.
All right.
SS actually.
And it's absolutely original.
It is. And there's only 2 or 3 variations of that. Being in the 20s, there are some variations.
What's something like that worth?
That's in excess of 8,000.
I would think so.
For a real one.
Wow, that's great. So you can see, collectors, what you're looking at here. This is all the real deal.
And guaranteed.
Guaranteed. Bob's the man. All you guys, a lot of you guys are always writing me, oh, I want an SS skull badge, and I want some collar tabs. You got to deal with somebody that specializes in that kind of stuff, because it's so frequently reproduced, and probably 90% of the people that are in this hall don't know what's real.
You should only buy it from someone who guarantees it.
Absolutely,
If they don't guarantee it, don't give them any money.
Well, the trouble is, too, you buy it and then you find out 10 years later, and but if the guy guarantees
And before you spend any money, even with someone you trust, do your homework.
Do your homework. It's
Before
very
you spend
important.
his dime.
It's very important.
When I was a teenager in my early 20s, we all got reamed. Let's be honest, we did. So we know. When
I was running around these shows in the 70s, nobody knew what anything was. I still got a closet full of
We only knew then what we know now.
Yeah,
We'd be
you got that.
millionaires.
Yeah, you got that. But you know what? We learned a lot.
And we had a good time. And we met a lot of friends. Some of them are gone.
Yeah.
We've met a lot of friends.
Yeah, there's been a lot of good people.
And the friends come before the money always.
You know what, though? The young people are coming in.
I've got collectors in high school.
Yeah.
They truly are interested in history, and history is the key.
Yeah, no question about it. But it's good to see those young faces too. I mean, they may only be able to afford $100 or $300 thing, but
we
you
were
know,
there. We know. We don't forget.
I very well know.
That's right. That's right. And you want to come over here? We got some uniforms.
Yeah, we'll come over.
Extravagant.
Let's come over.
Gosh. I want to drink. The bar's open.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
We're over here on the other side of Bob Demmel's tables, and he has some very interesting and extremely nice conditioned Kriegsmarine uniforms, naval uniforms, and Bob thought he would like to see some of this. So what do you got here, Bob?
Well, we have an enlisted NCO Kriegsmarine mess dress uniform.
That's beautiful, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah.
A lot less common than most people realize. There weren't that many Kriegsmarine personnel, so Kriegsmarine stuff was tough to find.
So this guy is what, a petty officer?
He is a petty officer. That's correct. By the tape, you can see he's an NCO.
Yeah, right.
Yep. And the next one is a mess dress of a lieutenant.
love the eagle.
The eagle's fantastic.
I love that eagle.
It's impossible to upgrade an eagle like that.
Oh,
I don't care if you're a general.
Beautiful eagle.
Yeah. It's impossible to upgrade. So most people are familiar with Luftwaffe mess dress uniforms pre-war.
What is he, some kind of engineer or
He's
something?
an engineer.
Yeah.
Inflatable virus. And you pronounced it correctly, engineer in German. That's correct.
I've been
Over
around
here
a
we have
while.
a traditional, what they call a frock coat.
Yeah, it's not heavy wool. I'm surprised.
It's not as heavy, but it's a long coat. You see what it is here? So that's called the frock, reminiscent of
I
Imperial
thought they were always wool, so that's different. I learned something there.
Yeah, reminiscent of Imperial Germany.
Oh, yeah.
And this one comes with the standard daily walking out dress boards. It also has the loops, what they call the banjo boards, which is something imperial.
Cool. That's cool.
For a parade dress, yeah.
Was that an imperial thing then? Or?
Yeah, the traditional code is
kind of carried over.
Exactly.
And
this
the
is
Navy
coastal,
loved the tradition.
This is a coastal artillery officer.
Yeah, that's kind of a rare thing too.
Yeah, it is unusual. Instead of a line officer.
Let me just see what it looks like inside
And this
a little
is
bit.
also named. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what's
all
nice.
Nice silk lining.
That's what's nice about these pieces.
Wow, look at this. See that, collectors? You got a waistband. And,
Right. They call that a belly band. That's an elaborate one, by the way.
Yeah.
And a lot of these, you can research the name and find out all about the guy. I mean, it's that's
Bring it alive.
That's what history's all about.
Bring it alive.
Right. That's really cool. And here is quite a rare bird, an admiral, but you'll notice it's all in silver for
It's in
administrative.
silver. Look at this, a silver naval eagle. Everybody would be saying if you found that
Also-
without a uniform, what the heck is this?
It's not
What
gold.
is it, Bob?
It's an administrative officer, and he happens to be an admiral.
Wow.
Yep. And here's his cap, which is well worn, probably with every uniform, not just this one.
Yeah.
And although it's tarnished, that's still all silver.
It's all bullion?
All silver bullion. Right.
Yeah, see collectors how the silver bullion tones, and
Yeah.
it just has that really great look about
This was
it.
probably one of his Class A dress uniforms. What we call a closet queen.
You say he wore this a lot, but yet the inside still looks pretty...
Yeah, yeah. He didn't use Brill cream, I guess.
That's what I was going to say.
I know
He
you
used
were.
Brill cream, yeah,
And
right.
it's got a flexible visor, which is more desirable.
Yeah.
Like a crusher.
Yeah, it's cool.
And it's got the distinctive administrative bullion cuff side.
When we're talking admiral, is there that the number of stripes equates to that, or?
That's correct.
Yeah. So how long would somebody like this have been around?
Well, this guy, we have to do some background on him, but I already know there was only one administrative admiral in the Third Reich, and this is him.
Oh,
yeah.
How about that?
So we don't really need to do too much history on him.
No.
Because he's already very desirable.
Yeah.
Clearly a World War I veteran. There's no doubt about it.
I've got the nice silk
Yeah,
liner and
of
all
course,
that,
of
and
course.
yeah, it's
And then last but not least, it's not Krieg's, but it's a very nice Luftwaffe Flieger officer.
oh,
Quite
the collectors love Flieger officers.
Quite early, with the early down-tail eagle.
And you have the trousers too.
Breeches, actually, which
Oh,
is
the
even
breeches,
better.
yeah.
Breeches.
Yeah.
And a bullion pilots badge, which is impeccable.
And this rank is what?
He is a first lieutenant.
First lieutenant.
As you can see right here. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Flieger, of course.
And then some nice metal loops.
Ribbon
and,
bar, no doubt.
Yeah.
Probably an EK.
Yeah.
And a pilot's badge.
So when he has the cloth badge on here, would that be all he would wear then? Is that he wouldn't bother with the metal?
Probably not. No.
Yeah.
No. This is fine for going into a flight suit so it doesn't catch on things, or getting in and out of aircraft. I actually would wear this. It's amazing.
Oh, well
It's
then
amazing.
you wouldn't want the...
No, you don't want
so
it to
you could
catch on
still
things.
have this and... gee, that's interesting.
correct.
I never
And-
thought of
and
that.
And the unit was Geschwader.
Geschwader General Weaver.
Weber, right.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. So
Yeah.
a bomber pilot.
That's a nice cuff frame.
It's an extremely nice
Look
cuff.
at the
It's
bullion in
exceptional.
there.
It is exceptional.
Yeah, that's different than
And you can always tell that was actually sewn on by a German by the technique. I don't want to give too much away, but this was sewn on by a German.
You know that for
And
sure.
after doing this for 50 years, I can tell.
Well, meine Deutsch ist nicht so heiß, so I don't know what you're saying, but
Right.
that's a nice outfit.
It is. It's very nice.
It's
And
in
also,
collectors,
you
it
see-
has the breeches that
Right,
tuck
right.
into the boots and all.
And he was still wearing this wartime, obviously, because he has a German cross loop.
Oh, is that
So
what that? Oh, yeah, on that
well,
side,
it could
yeah.
be one of two things: Spanish cross,
Yeah,
or a
or
German
German.
cross. That was it. So,
Yeah. Oh, that's tremendous.
yeah.
We really appreciate you showing us some of this supreme
Anytime.
stuff.
Well,
And it's very nice of you to
Thanks,
share
Tom.
that.
Thanks for
And,
stopping by.
I think the collectors will really enjoy seeing
Great.
it. So thank you, Bob.
Always.
You're a good man. Yes, sir. Well, collectors, I think we've going to wrap it up now, and it was really a good show. And you guys know my son Tom Jr. over here. He's helping us out.
Hello.
How you doing, Tom?
Good, good.
Holding up all right?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. So we saw a lot of things. We spent a lot of money. Hopefully we made enough to pay for our truck. I guess we did. I don't know. We'll see. And we'll wrap it up, and we'll see at the next show. I don't know when. Maybe Allentown or something like that in a month or so. I'm not sure, but I hope everybody enjoys the video. We did our best to kind of show you things that were interesting. And anyhow, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it.